My husband thought he was the smartest man alive, lying, cheating, manipulating me for years. But what he didn't know was that the person helping me expose him was someone he trusted the most. And when the trap finally closed around him, he didn't even realize I was the one who set it. Hi, I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to tell you how my husband's betrayal didn't just break my heart. It ignited the darkest, sharpest revenge plan I have ever crafted in my life. This isn't one of those stories where the woman cries and leaves quietly. No, this is the story of how I trapped him, using the one person he never suspected, and how his lies finally came crashing down on him. I married Jason 5 years ago. To the world, he was charming, funny, smart, a perfect husband. But behind closed doors, he was a liar, a manipulator, a man who thought he was untouchable. For the first year, everything seemed good. He was attentive, caring, and obsessed with making me happy. But slowly, things changed. He started coming home late. He became protective of his phone. He took work trips that never existed before. He'd step outside to take calls. When I asked questions, he always had magical excuses ready. It's work. You're overthinking again. Stop being insecure. He made me feel crazy, but I wasn't. I was being cheated on. I just didn't have proof. Not yet. One day, out of nowhere, I got a message request on Instagram from a girl named Mila. She wrote, "Hi, I think we need to talk about someone we both know." My heart dropped. She wasn't rude. She wasn't accusing. She was embarrassed. She told me she'd been dating a man for months, a man who said he was single, a man she later discovered was actually my husband. That's right, Jason had a secret partner, and she didn't even know he was married. I wasn't shocked. I was relieved. Finally, proof was possible. Instead of blocking her or fighting with her, I did something unexpected. I teamed up with her, because if Jason thought he was clever, he had no idea what two betrayed women could do together. Mila showed me everything. Screenshots, text messages, photos, call logs, dates, hotel receipts. It was the exact proof I needed. But I didn't want to confront him yet. That would be too easy. I wanted him to reveal everything on his own. I wanted him to walk into his own trap. So I set one. I told Mila to continue talking to him as if nothing happened. I told her to initiate conversations, to ask questions, to flirt, to talk about meeting up again. Meanwhile, I placed a hidden recording app inside the living room that activated whenever it detected sound. I also synced his messages to an old tablet he had forgotten about. For weeks, I collected evidence silently. Jason had no idea. He bragged to Mila, "You're the only one. My wife doesn't suspect anything." He joked about me, mocked me, told her how easily manipulated I was. Every word was saved. Every lie was recorded. Every plan was documented. My anger wasn't loud. It was cold, sharp, focused. One Friday night, I told Jason, "Let's have a movie night together." He smiled and agreed, because in his mind, everything was going perfectly for him. He didn't know that Mila was also texting him at the same time, asking him to come over, sending pictures, begging for attention. He panicked. He ran to the bathroom to text her. I read everything in real time. I watched him type. "I'll sneak out in 20 minutes. She's asleep anyway." Except I wasn't asleep, and I wasn't alone. Mila was sitting in her car outside our house, waiting. At exactly 10 p.m., Jason grabbed his keys quietly, thinking he was sneaking out like a teenager. I followed him downstairs. "Going somewhere?" I asked. He froze. His face went pale. "What?" "No, I just still going for a drive." Before he could speak again, there was a knock on the door. He opened it, and there she was, Mila, his other woman, the one he thought he could juggle forever. Jason's soul left his body. He stuttered like a malfunctioning robot. I can explain." "No," I said. "You can confess." I handed him a folder. Inside were copies of every message, every photo, every call log, every hotel receipt, and printed transcripts of his recorded conversations. He looked like he was going to faint. But I wasn't done. I said, "Jason, you didn't just cheat. You lied. You manipulated. You humiliated me. And today, your lies finally caught up to you." Then I turned to Mila. "You deserve better than him, too. Take your closure." She looked straight at Jason and said, "You told me you loved me while sleeping next to your wife. You disgust me." He tried to grab her arm. She snatched it away. I recorded everything, his panic, his excuses, his confession. And then I walked away. Because I already knew how this story would end. I sent the entire file texts, audios, his confession video to his mother, his boss, his best friend, his siblings, and the company HR since he used work trips for cheating. His reputation shattered overnight. He begged me to talk. He cried. He apologized. I didn't care. I filed for divorce using every piece of evidence. The court ruled in my favor instantly because he cheated, lied, and spent shared finances on another woman. I got the car, the house, most of the savings, and full legal victory. Meanwhile, he had to move into a friend's basement, all because of the trap he walked right into. A trap set by the two women he thought were too weak to fight back. Jason always believed he was smarter than everyone. He laughed at me. He lied to me. He treated me like I'd never find out. But what he didn't know was that betrayal doesn't make you smarter. It makes your victim sharper. And when two betrayed women join hands, even the strongest liar collapses. Thanks for listening to my story. If you're being lied to, manipulated, or cheated on, remember, sometimes silence is the sharpest weapon, and truth is the strongest revenge. Stay strong, stay aware, and never underestimate your own power.